Ever blow a huge lead in a tennis match and completely lose your temper in the process? That used to happen to me all the time, but recently I've discovered a critical mental shift that has helped me tremendously in competition. I'd like to show you what that is and how it works by revealing the huge ups and downs in a match that I recently played against Kevin. It literally couldn't have started any better for me.
So best case scenario, start for me holding at love. I was aggressive and I didn't make mistakes. And that's the balance with an opponent like Kevin. All right, so Kevin's definitely like, he's tight or he's nervous or he's uncomfortable or maybe some combination of those, because really uncharacteristic for him in that game. Just a lot of unforced errors. Well, I honestly didn't see this happening. So 2 breaks now, 4-0. He just tried to serve and volley at 30-all on his serve, which tells me he's definitely like off for sure. Like he's just not comfortable. So that was 6-1. Never ever would have bet on that or expected to win a set, frankly, much less 6-1.
But as the second set started, suddenly everything changed.
All right, so things are about to shift quite a bit. I totally left out critical strategy foundational element number 1, which is just make him play. I missed 3 returns to serve. None of them were especially challenging. And that's just, I'm not gonna win games that way. But what I thought his shift was gonna be, I was correct on. He's just gonna start playing neutral, non-aggressive balls. It's my backhand side. And so the dynamic of these points is about to shift dramatically.
Kevin's change of pace and shot placement threw my rhythm completely off, and I quickly started missing shot after shot. To make matters worse, Kevin's confidence was at an all-time high because he was convinced that he had me totally figured out.
He's a feeder. I think I figured it out. Right now until he changes, he feeds off your power. He feeds off your attack. And so I'm not giving him any. And then I punch him every once in a while when he's not ready. And so just continue. Okay, so far it's working. We figured out Ian Westerman is a feeder. He feeds off your attack. He feeds off your power. He loves it. I've lowered the intensity of everything. I'm pretty much putting the dictation of the points into his hands, in a sense, and making him have to work a little harder, and he's making a lot of mistakes. So right now is high first serve percentage. Really don't change your game plan. Continue to slow it down, and every once in a while, punch. Slow, punch, and then pull it back. That's all you gotta do. Keep going. Let's go.
It's at this point, after completely losing control of the tactics battle, that past Ian would have totally lost it mentally as well. But today was different.
I could easily, be angry, like huge momentum shift here. But what I'm telling myself, like mentally, and it's true, is I feel like I'm kind of just playing with house money at this point. Winning the first set 6-1, I'm happy with that. Now, if my ultimate goal was to win this match, which normally it would be, then that would be a terrible attitude to have, and would almost undoubtedly cause me to slip and give Kevin total control of the match. So, for those of you watching, I need to fight that, and instead just stay totally present, totally in the moment, and just do the best I can to win each individual point and find the right adjustment to take control of these points again. So I need to find a way to be offensive and aggressive enough without shooting myself in the foot.
Instead of focusing on how annoying Kevin's new strategy was, and it was, or how much it was exposing my weaknesses, or how embarrassing it was to be down 0-3 after winning the first set 6-1, I consciously chose to stay present and problem solve. The only way I was going to regain control of this match was to be real with myself about what was working, what wasn't, and calmly find a counter adjustment to the one that Kevin made. I decided to try completely shifting the tempo of the match away from Kevin's slow, neutral game style by starting to rush the net after my serves. The result was exactly what I hoped for.
Now he's starting to wind up his ground strokes again. And he's hit some great passing shots. But it's also taking away the tempo that he was trying to establish. He was trying to establish a slow rhythm, a slow tempo to get me out of my rhythm, and it worked. And so I decided to come into the net a lot, and I've forced it to shift again. So the question is now, how do I do that off of his serve? So I'm gonna chip and charge a bunch on second serves here. If he doesn't miss a lot of first serves, it might be tough, and we'll see how I can establish myself at the net to keep the tempo moving faster and more the way I want it to move. Bingo. Accomplished exactly what I was hoping to accomplish. Shifted the tempo back exactly the way I wanted to. So he's had no choice but to start to juice up his swings again, which is not what he wants to do. So back on serve.
I can't even begin to tell you how satisfying it was to focus on finding a solution to the problem Kevin presented me instead of taking the bait to feel sorry for myself, get annoyed, and mentally take myself completely out of the match. After losing the first 3 games of the second set, my tactics shift won me the next 4, and then the rest of that set was a total dogfight. That's another story for another time, but for now, I hope this has given you some perspective and insight into what it takes to deal with mental challenges in your matches. Thanks for watching, and keep working hard in your game.